if fear is the emotion that you're not giving yourself permission to experience related to an event or a situation, this is what we're going to tap on today, to give yourself permission to feel fear, to let it flow in and out instead of staying stuck in the body. Today, we are going to work with the emotion of fear, and that's a continuation or a complement to this week's podcast called How to Use Inner Boundaries for Your Highest Good. And we talked in that episode about not giving yourself permission to feel. Sometimes we are unconsciously blocking certain emotions because it's too intense, it's too much. And we covered how to use inner boundaries to our advantage so that we can experience what we're supposed to experience in order to heal and in order to even find the solutions to our challenges. Because when we repress and when we don't give ourselves permission to flow, we can't really access the totality of our inner wisdom and the totality of the wisdom of the universe. So if you're not familiar with tapping, that's okay. You just have to follow what I do and repeat what I say, with the exception of if a word doesn't resonate. Let's say, for example, you don't really feel fear, but you feel anger related to a situation or an event, just change the word. And I'm going to be very general so that a lot of people can use this tapping video. I'm going to talk about sensation, having a sensation in your body, but you will say out loud, preferably, where it falls in your body. So for example, I'm going to say this fear in my body. You're going to say this fear in my chest, or wherever it is that you're feeling the fear. And if it's even more precise than that, if it's a constriction in your chest, if it's a tightness in your neck, you're going to use words that describe accurately, with the most precision possible, what you're experiencing, because then tapping works better. So connect to the situation, the event, whatever problem you have that you're not usually letting yourself feel about. You usually unconsciously push it away and go directly to something that is not as intense as the fear you may be experiencing. Today, I'm going to ask you to connect with that fear. And if you have to, pause the video. If the problem is not present in your mind right now and the sensation is not in your body, pause the video or use the video when you will be triggered. I'm going to assume that you pause the video, that you connected with this situation. What is this situation? What is this problem? Who's playing a role in it? What's happening? Where does the feel fall in your body? Take a mental note. And how intense is it? From 0 being there is no fear, in that case, you can just go and do something else because this video doesn't apply, to 10 being it's so overwhelming, you have a hard time breathing, or it's really, really, really strong. You want to be at a 5 or higher. And you're going to know where it falls in your body. We're going to start with what's called anchoring a statement, the anchoring statement, to declare what the problem is and to already start balancing that sensation with something more that makes you feel safer. So even though I have this fear in my body, and again, you say where it falls for you, about my problem, and you say the name of your problem, I choose to accept myself completely and accept what I feel. Even though I have this problem in my life and I feel that fear in my body at a level, say the level at which it is, let's say 7, I choose to love and accept myself and accept how I feel. Even though I have this fear in my body that I don't usually give myself permission to feel related to my problem, I choose to love and accept myself completely, and I accept how I feel. This fear in my body, this problem that I have, this fear that I never give myself permission to feel. I'm letting myself feel it now. I'm giving myself permission to feel. Because if you can feel, you can't heal. Because I want my problem to no longer be associated with that much fear. This fear in my body, at the bra line here. This fear in my body. Giving myself permission to feel that fear. Just for now. Just to work with it. Processing that fear. Letting my body do its work. Giving myself permission to feel and process that fear. This fear in my body. This fear that I usually don't let myself feel. I'm willing to feel it now and process it now. Letting the tapping and my body do the work. Letting the fear go. At least some of it. Maybe even a big part of it. It is safe to feel that fear and to let it go. Giving myself permission to feel that fear. Accepting that it is safe to feel that fear now. And now let's stop on an alternate point here. Just do like this with both of your wrists. The point is here. Processing and releasing that fear. Now tap between those two fingers on the space here between the bones. Processing and releasing that fear. Letting go of a big portion of it. Giving myself permission to feel that fear. Giving myself permission to release that fear. It is safe to feel that fear and release it. And now stop tapping. Put your hands on your heart center. Take a deep breath. You can even touch your arms, continue soothing your body like that. And now go back to your problem and measure the level of that fear. Chances are it's lower. If it is higher, because you usually don't let yourself feel it, and now we just focused on it, just go back and redo what we just did with the tapping. Because you don't want to reinforce the pathways of fear in your brain. You want to reinforce a calmer sensation associated to your problem and start installing a new wiring. That's, like I said, a complement of the episode. Go to the episode, the link is below. You will get other exercises to help you deal with what's going on and to help you start changing your thought habits and your emotional habits one by one. I'll see you next time with another tapping video.